I'm Dr. Phyllis Collins of DietHobby.com. Some of you know me as the YouTube Grandma. I'm going to show you how to make a real simple side dish. Probably most of you know this, but I think there are a few who don't realize how very simple this step can be. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make baked potatoes. This is a white potato and this is a sweet potato, and we're going to bake these potatoes. What 4 ounce potato, 4 ounces of a baked potato without adding any butter is a sweet potato. 4 ounces is 90 calories, and a white potato 4 ounces is 105 calories. So what we're going to do is I'm going to bake them both the same way, the same temperature, the same everything, because there's really no difference in how you prepare them. Now we want 4 ounces, but this is I chose the smallest potatoes that I could. And I bought these individually, and I chose the smallest ones at the supermarket, but they were way more than 4 ounces. If you see, this potato right here, I'm going to weigh it on my food scale. Okay, and it weighs 9 ounces and 9.7. So this is 9 3/4 ounces. This potato is 9 3/4 ounces. 4 ounces of it is 90 calories. But this is not 4 ounces. This is 9 3/4 ounces. Okay, and this 4 ounces of this is 105 calories. I'm going to weigh it. And this weighs 8 ounces and 8.8. So this is approximately 8 3/4 ounces. So what I'll do is when I cut them in half, I'll cut a large half. It won't be actually in half, it'll be a large half and a small half. And then I will take the 4 ounce half. Okay, now what I ordinarily do myself is when I cut it, I weigh it and make sure I have 4 ounces. And then if I have a little more, I put it in my computer software program as whatever I had, and then my computer software will just adjust the calories to whatever amount it is, because I have all these programs and all these recipes put into the computer program that I use for my diet. Okay, so all we're going to do is we're going to take a sheet of tin foil. We're going to take 2 sheets of tin foil. Here's the sweet potato. I didn't poke holes in it. I didn't do anything. I'm just wrapping it up, just like it is. I washed it, but that's it. Okay, here it is. This is it. Okay, now I'm popping them in the oven. That's it. I'm finished. All I have to do is bake them for 1 hour. 1 hour at 350 degrees. My oven was preheated to 350. In an hour, I'll come back and we'll take them out, and I'll show you how they look. The baked potatoes are ready. This one is the white potato. And this one is the sweet potato. We have a sweet potato and we have a ripe potato, and we're going to get 4 ounces of each of a potato is 1 serving. Now I can't eat 2 4-ounce servings because that's too many calories, but I'm going to demonstrate the different potatoes by doing 4 ounces of each one to show you what 1 serving of each one would look like. So I'm going to weigh them out, and I'm going to estimate on this white potato, I'm going to estimate how much, maybe half of it. Let's see if this is going to be 4 ounces. That's 4.05. That's about as close to 4 ounces as you can possibly get. This is a 4 ounce potato. This is 1 serving. Okay, if you have more than this, you're having more than 1 serving. You can have 2 or 3 or 4 servings, but you're not having 1 serving, you're having 2 or 3 or 4, because this is the size of a serving that is what experts call 1 serving. and 4 ounces is that. This is what it looks like. So when you go to have a potato, usually the potatoes you buy, you get in a restaurant, are going to be at least this big. Sometimes they're even twice this big. So you would only eat maybe a half of that potato, or a third, or even maybe a fourth if it's a great big potato. If you eat the whole potato, you're eating 4 servings of potatoes. So this is that potato. Now let's see on the sweet potato. Let's see if we can have 4 ounces of a sweet potato. Okay, so this is just about half. Measure that. Okay, that's too much. That's 4 ounces and 4.85. So that's more than 4 ounces. So I'm going to take off some, and I'm going to go weigh it again. Okay, now that's 370. So I get a little more than that. There it is, 4.05. So these right here, you can see I have 2 more servings. So I have here, these 2 potatoes made 4 servings. So this is a serving, and this is a serving. Now this potato, and here's the sweet potato. This is the sweet potato. This is the white Irish potato. Okay, or russet potato, or whatever kind, but it's the white potato. Okay, now this one here, they're both 4.05. They both weigh the same, they're both the same. But this one is 105 calories, and this is 90 calories. Okay, this one is 90 calories, 17 carbs, and about 2.8 grams of protein. This one is 105 calories, 22 carbs, and 2.8 grams of protein. So this is 17 carbs, this is 22 carbs. This is a little bit more starch or something, more sugar, more starch or something, which is kind of strange because this is what's called a sweet potato. You think a sweet potato would be have more sugar than a non-sweet potato. Anyway, so what we're going to do is, that's how many calories it is without butter. But I like butter on my potatoes, and most people do like butter on their potatoes. So what I'm going to do is, I here measured out, this is each of these is 1/2 tablespoon of butter. I used a tablespoon and I leveled it out, and a 1/2 tablespoon and I leveled it out. This is exactly a 1/2 tablespoon of butter. And a 1/2 tablespoon of butter is 50 calories. Now, without the butter, this is 105 calories. Here's 50 calories I would be adding to that to have this one little bit of butter. This potato is 90 calories, and it'd be adding 50 calories more to have this little pad of butter. Now, if I were to have a lot of butter, if I were to have a whole tablespoon of butter, then it would add another 100 calories. If I had more than that, it would add more. So you see, that's how it works out. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take this butter and I'm going to spread it on over this potato. And even though there's not a whole lot of butter, it's still really delicious looking. Okay, and I'm going to spread this butter over this little sweet potato. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? See, for me, it depends on, how I want, what I want. But truth is, I kind of like the sweet potatoes better than the regular potatoes nowadays. Okay, so that's that. Now, I like salt. So I'm going to sprinkle a little salt on this. I like a little pepper, maybe just a little pepper. Okay. So here we go. This is a sweet potato. And this now, with the butter on it, is 140 calories. This is a baked potato, and this is pretty cool. It's, wait a minute, did I get those backwards? No, I did. Okay, the sweet potato is the 90 calories. The white potato is the 105. Okay, the white potato is 105 with the butter. It's 155. So this is 155 calories. This is 140 calories. This is a little bit less carbs. They're both pretty good for you. They both turn to sugar inside your body anyway. The minute you eat them, they just, you know, just go to glucose and get treated just like all the other sugars. But it's beautiful, it's wonderful, it's a nice side dish. If you made baked chicken, roasted chicken thighs, the way that I had a recipe that I recently did, roasted chicken thighs, you could stick these potatoes in the oven, a potato in the oven at the exact same time as you put the chicken thighs in, and they come out ready at the same time. Now, if your potato is really large, then you might need a little more than an hour. It's easy enough when you bring it out, you put a fork in it, it's not done, put it back in the oven for another half an hour. It's very easy to do. Or you could microwave it, but that's another issue. But I'm not talking about how to microwave today. All right, so here it is. Oh, I didn't get to taste them. I have to taste them. Okay. There's the white potato. I love potatoes. And here's the sweet potato. I do like the sweet potato best. Now, I never even ate sweet potatoes until a couple of years ago. When I thought of sweet potatoes, I always thought of that sticky mess. My folks used to make sweet potato pie at Thanksgiving and Christmas. It was like, you know, this yellow, orangey stuff that was all covered with marshmallow, caramel, and I hated that. And when I take a bite of it, that was all I ever took, just one bite when I was a child, and I would never touch it again. But in the last few years, I've learned about sweet potatoes, and I love them. Very easy, very simple. They're both pretty healthy. This might be a little healthier than this, but they're, you know, potatoes are not a bad thing. The carbs here are not that much higher than the carbs here. Come and see me. DietHobby.com